Okie dokie. Time to dokie dokie. Anyway, so let's see. Sayori, what do you got for me? Oh my goodness! So good, Daniel. Huh? It's like, this is like the 50th time you've said that, though. You know, between all the playthroughs. I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really. I want to put this on my wall, and frame it, and worship it every morning and every night. Okay, well, I hope she wouldn't be doing that. Can I? Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. So much so that you made my voice crack. I'm not a good writer at all. I literally just went like this and made the words appear. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Haven't we already gone through this, though? It's like, now this really is feeling also familiar. Well, it's like, I don't know, I'll go with it. Like, the mod apparently says that I haven't seen this before. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. Your next line will be, it's a Daniel poem. It's a Daniel poem. Nani? Okay, well, like, well, no, I can't guarantee that I'll stop making that joke. And that makes it extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori, but that's why I love you. In another universe. So much so that I wanted to marry you. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Yeah, because if you read something and it doesn't resonate anything with you, then I guess, what good is it? Well, maybe. At least that's part of my logic there. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Okay, I think this is actually different, so maybe I'm just being kind of silly right now. Yeah, me neither. Or maybe part of it was. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? It's like, yeah, I do. It's like, I could write a whole novel for you. Well, actually, I probably couldn't, but if I could, yeah, I totally would, just to show you how much you mean to me. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. It would be beneficial if you learned to be a little more selfish in the future. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. OMC, how little you know. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Yes, it's bittersweet. What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. Or happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, like, that's how much you know about her then. Or how little you know about her. I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. It's like she's giving you the signs. But of course, we've technically already helped her, so it's not happening here. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Daniel. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay, bottles. Okay, well this is the second poem of hers. You know, Sayori's theme is pretty relaxing too. This nice sort of guitar. And of course we have the wind instruments kind of kicking in. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. And magic is everything. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Sayori. So be careful with those words. Don't get ahead of yourself. Exactly. Sayori has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this will be one of those times, or if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. do you got for me, Nat? Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. That's good! Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Okay, actually, I don't know whose words I chose the most of this time around. Maybe I did choose Sayori's. It's like, well, I don't know, I mean, it's like, I just went at random. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna marry her in another universe. That's how much we're in love. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Yes. And last time I heard this line, I made some kind of dumb Pokemon joke about how she was an electric type. Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Yeah, and then I made some kind of joke about how, at least in my neck of the woods, fluffy refers to someone who's a bit husky. So I have no idea if... Well, I'm pretty sure she's not calling Sayori husky, she's just... At least, for me, I think I would use the word bubbly for this. She's so bubbly and upbeat. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. And of course, the Amy Likes Spider poem, or Amy Likes Spiders poem. AKA, the moment when my recording got messed up in Sayori's route. When I had to do the post-commentary with whatever footage I did have. Not bad, right? It's quite longer than yesterday's. Well, yeah. It's like yesterday's was only like 7 lines or so. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. No, because I already explained it in another video, but I have a feeling you're going to do it anyways. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone agree that the subject of this poem... Or, like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I'm pretty sure she's referencing her hobby with reading manga. At least in the last game she was like all... Well, the original, like how people make fun of her, like, oh, manga's for kids, why are you reading that? I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least, I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all, because I'm a pro. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay. And of course, my waifu. Okay, no. I'm sorry, Yuri, but I do love you. Okay, well, let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Daniel. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? Apparently Natsuki thinks that I was influenced by Sayori's. I guess you could say that. I was a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain, like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for listening. Thank you for watching. It's like, no, save those for Monika. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course I do. It's like, for you, I'd read anything. Well, is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Okay, now we can listen to one of my favorite songs again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. It's like, well, I do, but only because, well, I've read it a bunch of times, and the guys on Treesicle, I think, explained it. Well, somebody did. I don't remember. It was either the Treesicle channel or the Game Theory channel. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Well, my desires are unconventional. Okay, no. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Okay, this was the line I was thinking of before. It's like, I was just like 20 or 40 minutes too early. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. And like I said, the last time I saw this line, embrace your weirdness, embrace who you are, and don't let anyone try to force you otherwise. Otherwise, yes, you just may end up not liking the person you turn into. It's like, trust me, that's how middle school was for me. I might be ranting a little bit now. Well, so am I. See, it's like, in a sense, Yuri and I... It's like, even now we're still kind of similar. It's like, is she really my soulmate? Okay, well... Anyways. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay. Geez, who should I choose? Okay, a little bit of Monika in my life. Hi again, Daniel. Hi again, Monika. Do you still hate me? How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Okay, I'm a little bit scared now. Monika? Like, darling? Is everything alright, my darling? Okay, well... A very thick silence overcomes us as Monika keeps rereading my poem. Okay, please don't tell me I screwed this up. It's like, dang it, I guess that's what I get for literally just clicking all over the screen hoping to make something. It's, that bad, huh? No, it's... How can I say this? I see Monika take a breath and then smile, as if she was taking a moment to recollect herself. It's a moment I've seen multiple times now. Monika seems to be hiding some other self of hers behind being the club president. You have no idea. It's like, aside from being the club president and the class store, she's also the omnipotent god of this universe. Oh. You're a man after my own heart, Daniel, writing such a You're a man after my own heart, Daniel, writing such a wonderful poem. It's very abstract, though. Well, you got that right. Not in the way that Yuri uses complex metaphors, but more that it's out there, you know? Oh, sorry, that came off as kind of rude. Really? Well, that other line about me being after your heart is... that made me feel kind of good, though. No, I get what you mean. Well, I don't. Not anymore. Now I'm confused. Are you sure you really haven't written before? Well, I could say yes, but if I say no, then you know I'm lying in that regard. Absolutely sure. See, she knows. Monika looks over me like she's looking for some kind of tell. It's like, well, there's nothing in there that says that he's written before. Maybe you simply have a natural talent for this. Or maybe you've reset the universe so many times, and you've done this so many times that you're an expert at this. I wouldn't say that. I'm not Bill Murray. It's a bit strange, you know. I find it hard to believe you didn't already join some other club that had writing in it. Really? Well, what other clubs are there? Well, I used to be part of a club. Oh, what's this? Actual story development? Oh, which one? The Go Home Straight After School Club. Oh my god, really? It's like, if you make her laugh, then, well, I'll say that you redeemed yourself. Oh, well, she didn't laugh, but she smiled, so... Okay, well, I'll give you that. Monika smiles at the joke, making my heart skip a beat. Because Monika has that effect on men. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Are you really, Monika? Because, like, for the last 2 episodes or so, I had a feeling that you hated me. Even though all I've ever done is just love you unconditionally. You have a very unique writing style. Yeah, you have no... Well, actually, no, I'm pretty sure she does have an idea. It comes to me kind of naturally, I guess. As long as the guy playing this game makes the right decisions, I'm fine. Well, keep at it. Anyway, here's my poem. I like the way it turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, now we have Monika's theme again. The relaxing piano music. And of course the Save Me. You know, I really do hope that we get to listen to this theme a little more. Well, we probably will once we get into the real meat and potatoes of this mod for Monika's route. Okay, now this inspirational music that makes me feel like I'm ready to challenge the world is back. This one is pretty abstract too. You see, Monika? It's like, look who's calling the kettle black. We match together, well, don't we? It's like, you bet we do, Monika. It's like, the tension we had in the space classroom, it's finally coming out in here. Sure. Though I think yours is a lot better than mine. I kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. Of the poem. It's almost like magic. See? It's like, and of course, magic is everything. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. It's about her epiphany. I could say the same for yours. It's like, well, I don't even know what it's about because I wasn't paying attention to it. But sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. It's like the physical embodiment of a language. How can you watch language? Or even a conversation with the reader. Yeah, like those insert character X reader fanfics that I find on DeviantArt. It's like that's a literal conversation with the reader. Well, anyways. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. It's like, okay, well, I got my pen and pencil ready. Yeah, my pen and pencil. Anyways, sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. Or possibly go down a path you would regret. Yeah, like when I ruined Sayori's life and I felt like a total piece of scum. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when your recording is going to get messed up, or if you decide to spare yourself from pain. Wow. Well, that's pretty much what I did for all the girls. When I broke Yuri's heart twice, when I ruined Sayori's life, when I completely destroyed Natsuki's trust. It's like all those times just made me feel awful. But you already know that, don't you? Yes, I do. All too well. Which makes me sad when I'm pretty sure you have a bad ending. So... But I don't want to break your heart, Monika. It's like, you don't deserve having your heart broken. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? I'm just being silly. That's my advice for today. Sailor Moon says, thanks for listening.